Let's go.
The content, we would like to present you 3 stages, from 5 to 7, from 7 to 11, and from 11 from 14. Please pay attention to this. Our solar system is the one of the smallest particles of the billion galaxies in the universe.
So let's start with the 5th and 7th age group. Talking about planets, which planets we have in our solar system. I take example for a poem to remember the all our planets in solar system. First, it's Mercury. It's closest planet to the Sun. Venus, it's like morning and evening stars with you. Earth, it's a planet where we live on. Mars, it's a red planet, and also a name Roman war god. Jupiter, biggest planet. Saturn, it's a planet with rings, like a spinner. Uranus, it's a blue planet. Neptune, it's like frozen one, and one planet, Pluto, which like doesn't count as a planet. Talking about day and night changes. The Earth revolves around itself and the Sun. That's how day and night changes. But why season changes occur? Why in the winter is snow, and why in summer warm? It's because of our planet is inclined. For example, in the winter, you can notice that the sun is in the south. Then the sun's rays fall at an inclinations, and there are few of them in the earth. Thus the precipitations falls can't melt. In contrast, in the summer, the sun is overhead, and all sun's rays fall to the earth, heating it. In addition, when the North Pole tilts towards the sun, it's summer in the North Hemisphere, and when the South Pole tilts towards the sun, it's winter in the North Hemisphere. When the sun sets, night came, and moon has also phase during the night. From the start of months, first phase named growing moon, and how you can understand that? Put a stick to the 2 edges of crescent, and you get letter P, and it means that moon is growing. At the middle of month, moon phase reached a peak, and moon look whole, and then to the end of month it's decreased and became like a growing moon, vice versa. And sometimes on the sky you can notice that moon it's not visible. Its face called new moon and new period of months. And for moon phase, month has duration 27 days. And but phases of moon have also rhythm of moon affects to our Earth thinks, its states, air pressure, causes changes in temperature, wind action, the Earth's magnetic field, and also water level in our oceanal reefs.
Okay, the next.
Okay, so you know how people say that the Earth doesn't revolve around you? Well, actually, it kind of does if you're the sun. Can we skip to the next slide? Okay, so basically, the Earth spins both ways. First of all, it spins around its axis. Axis is usually a line which passes through the North Pole and the South Pole, as was shown by the previous speaker. So, okay,
No.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so yeah, it spins around its axis, and to make a full spin, it needs around 24 hours, as mentioned here. But also, it revolves around the sun, as we all know. So to make the full, complete circle around the sun, it actually needs to take 365 days. So that's really interesting, and that's called revolution. So that's really cool. That's why we live on this planet. The next slide, please. So, okay, as you can see, you might think that the spinning might cause the seasons changing, but that's not the correct answer. Because actually the correct answer is the Earth's tilt, Matlon. So basically, we all know that Earth is kind of tilted, like this toy that you see right here. Okay, so first of all, so as I said before, axis goes through North Pole and South Pole. So can we move to the next slide? Okay, thanks. Okay, now we have an equator. Equator is also a line that is located between the southern hemisphere and the north hemisphere. And if the sun lays on the top of the Earth, it means that that area is pretty hot, it's warm, and that's where we have the day or the summer, depending on the time and depending on the and depending on how it revolves. But as we know, on the back side, the opposite side of the sun, it's usually night because there aren't enough sunlight going to that side, and yeah, I mean, it's just the opposite. So, okay, I think that's it. Now let's move to the next slide. Okay, so let's switch to the moon. Basically, as my partner said before, the moon spins every 23.30 or 322 days, but it also takes approximately 23 days for the moon to rotate once on its axis, which means rotating on its line. Okay, so I think our teacher can speak now because that's the end.
Thank you. Next, please.
The next slide?
Next slide, please. The last part is from 11 to 14 ages students. So nowadays they know the basis of the Earth, etc. And we can say that, for example, inner planets move faster than the outer planet move like for about 11 years or even 29 years. Next, please. And there we could watch video, but we don't have time, so let's keep that.
Okay.
Next, now we can say about the exploration, space exploration. Since the ancient times, people around the world started to learn the Earth or the solar system because of the science of religion. Next, astronomy, physics, yes, and our cognition. So why is it raining? Why, if we have day, so the backside of the moon or of the Earth have the night, etc. As you can see here, we can show the timeline. For example, in 1961, there was the first person in the space, yes, or in 1963, that's Valentina Tereshkova went to the space, yes, that's the first woman. Next, please. And next, space exploration, we can teach students that from the, we can show the developing. For example, in 1608, there was the first telescope, and only with one telescope people could reach different types of their aims, yes, and ticking. But nowadays, in 2012, we have almost a Voyager, 1 became the first human-made object to leave the solar system. So according to this invention, yes, we can sit here on the Earth and we can see what happens in the backside of the moon or backside of the Mars, etc. Next, please.
Okay.
now we have only research for Mars, how humanity can replace with Mars if our Earth is like died. But expectation that we have only our solar system in the galaxy, it's false. Our solar system located in another system like Milky Way, and our Milky Way located to another galaxy, and it can be continued for infinity. So that's all.
Okay. The next. Okay. Thank you for your presentation. Okay.